Good afternoon, children. Welcome to the EVS class. Today we will learn lesson number 12, Uses of Plant. In this class, we will learn about the things we get from plants, useful plant parts, plants products, the uses of the coconut tree. Children, you find sugar, spices, flour, dal, oil and rice in the kitchen. Where do all these things come from? Think about it. Let's start with remembering. Children, we have already learnt about the parts of a plant. Let us learn about the different things that we get from plants. We get fruits and vegetables from plant. Examples of fruits are mango, banana, watermelon, orange, strawberries, lemon, apples and peaches. Examples of vegetables are potato, radish, carrot, onion, celery, cauliflower, cabbage and broccoli. Cereals and pulses. Plants gives us food grains. Food grains are dry seeds or seed-like fruit of some plant, which we use as a food. Different food grains are rice, wheat, maize, barley and oat. These are known as cereals. Some cereals are ground to make flour, and we can make chapati, dosa, puri from using it. We also eat grains such as moong, kidney beans, that is rajma. These food grains are known as pulses. Pulses are found inside the pot. Cereals are not found inside the pot. Tea, coffee, cocoa and sugar. We get tea powder from tea leaves, coffee from coffee seeds, sugar from sugar cane, and cocoa is used to make chocolates. Spices. We get spices such as cardamom, cinnamon, black pepper and clove. A spice is usually a dried seed, fruit, root or bark. Plants gives us oil. We need oil for cooking. We get oil from the seeds and fruits of plants, such as sunflower, coconut, mustard and olive. We also use oil for oiling our hair. Plants gives us medicine. We get medicine from many plants. Plants such as turmeric, clove, tulsi or medicine plants. These plants are used to make medicine. Plants gives us fibers. We get fibers such as cotton plant and jute. Cotton is used for making cotton cloths. Jute is used for making jute bags. Plants gives us paper, rubber and gum. We get paper from plant. Paper is used to make books, bags and etc. Rubber is made from the juice of rubber tree. Rubber is used to make eraser, tires and pipes. We get gum from kikar tree. Gum is used to make glue. Plants gives us wood. We get wood from the trees. Wood is used to make houses, furniture and tables. Plants gives us soaps, toothpastes and perfumes. We use juices and oil of some plants to make soaps and toothpastes. Flowers of plants such as rose and jasmine used to make perfumes. Let's start with understanding. The different parts of plants are useful to us in many ways. Plants gives us food. Some plants gives us vegetables. We eat leaves of plants like cabbage, coriander, spinach and etc. We eat the roots of plants like beetroot, radish and carrot. Some plants like rice, wheat, maize, They gives us food grains we call cereals. We eat seeds of plants like Bengal gram, peas and beans. Some plants gives us fruits like papaya, mango, orange, watermelon, apple, banana, grapes and cherry. We get sugar from sugarcane. We get tea from tea leaves. Tea is the leaf of the tea plant. Plants like the neem and amla are used to prepare medicines. Trees' trunks gives us wood for making tables, chairs, spoons, paper and so on. We get the rubber from plants. Ropes and cloth are also made from plants. Let's start with application. Children, we have seen how parts of plants are useful to us. Now let us see how some plants products are made using such plants parts. Let us see how chocolate is made from cocoa beans.
Love chocolates. Watch it till the end and you'll know where your favorite chocolate is coming from. Did you know 200 years ago, Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish botanist, gave cacao tree its scientific name Theobroma cacao, or food of the gods. So remember, next time when you're eating a chocolate, you're eating food of the gods. Let's see the journey of chocolate from trees to taste buds. Stage 1. Harvesting. The cacao trees bear fruit that looks just like footballs and grows straight out of the trunk. These pods can have a range of colors: bright green, pale yellow, dark purple, burnt orange or crimson. Cacao pods begin to ripen 5 to 6 months after they bear flowers. There are roughly 30 to 50 beans in a typical pod. Once the pods are ripe, they are cut down from the trees. The pods are then opened by cracking them. The beans and pulp are scooped out and are spread on mats, banana leaves or boxes. Stage 2. Fermenting. The beans are carefully fermented to bring out the very best flavors. This is done for 5 to 7 days. Stage 3. Drying. When the fermentation is complete, the cocoa beans are carefully dried. The beans are dried typically under the sun to reduce their moisture content from about 60% to around 7.5%. Once these beans are dried, they can be stored for up to 5 years. Stage 4. Roasting and winnowing. The dried beans are roasted to bring out the chocolate flavor and color. Each cocoa bean is surrounded by a fibrous husk. This is removed by the winnowing process. The roasted beans are poured into a winnowing machine where they are cracked open and separated. Stage 5. Grinding and conching. After winnowing, the cocoa nibs are ground with stone rollers until they become powder-like, called as cocoa mass. This is pure unrefined form of chocolate. The cocoa mass is then transferred to a separate machine called as a conch, where it is further refined. It's only after this stage that sugar, milk powder and other flavoring agents are added to the chocolate. Stage 6. Tempering and molding. Chocolate should have a shiny finish and a good snap. These characteristics are created by tempering the chocolate. The melted chocolate is poured into molds and agitated to remove any air bubbles. Larger chocolate makers have machines and conveyors that deposit exactly the right amount of chocolate into each mold. But many smaller manufacturers still do this by hand. These yummy chocolates are then packaged and sent for sale to the market.
We can make prints on clothes using plant colors. Some vegetables like carrot, beetroot and spinach are used to make colors. Let's do an experiment. Jute bags made from plants. They can be used in place of plastic bags. Let us see an amazing fact. Children, did you know a real chocolate river was made using water, chocolate, and cream for the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? It started smelling after a few days. Next one is higher order thinking skills. Children, some plants have many uses. Different parts may be used in different ways. Okay? Let's find out the uses of coconut tree. Every part of a coconut tree has a use, including the fruits, wood, and leaves. You can eat the coconut, and this is the plant's most common use, and they are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Coconut water is a wonderful natural drink which is very popular in the summer season. Coconut oil is used in cooking and it is also very good for hair. Coconut milk is also very popular. It is mostly used in many Asian cuisines. Coconut husks can be used as natural scrubbers to clean plates, cups, other vessels, and even the floor. Coconut husks are also used as craft material to make beautiful craft items. The hard shell of fruit is also very useful. It is traditionally used in homes to steam food, and the other use is to make beautiful craft items. The leaves of the coconut palms are very large and beautiful. People use these leaves to make fences and also as roots for the small huts. Coconut leaves have thick sticks that can be used to make brooms. Coconut husks, shells, leaf, leaf stem, and flower stems are used for fires in traditional kitchens. Coconut flowers have many medicinal uses. They are an ingredient in many traditional remedies. These are the uses of coconut tree. Yes, children, today we have completed the lesson uses of plants. I hope you all understood. Thank you, children. See you in the next class.